Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can obtain the mode for bin data using R and my stikpetR library. I'm using stikpetR with an R kernel, but this code will or should also work in RStudio, for example. I'm running R version 4.3 and this video is about how to obtain the mode, not about the binning itself. For that I have separate videos. To actually show you an example, I'll load in some data I got from the General Social Survey from 2012. I've adjusted something sometimes for some example purposes. I don't need all of its data, I just need one numeric field. So I'm going to be using age, but I'm removing any missing values. There is one that's 89 or older as a category, so I'm just going to, for simplicity, make that 89 and make sure everything is a number by using as numeric. So that way I really have just a list of numbers. My library is not available directly on CRAN, so you can use DevTools and then install it from my GitHub account. Once you've actually installed it, you can load it just as any other library. The function of interest in this case is the ME, short for measures, mode, and bin just indicate that it's for binned data. It takes as input the data, of course, itself as a vector or a list. The number of bins you can specify or just leave it empty. There's a separate video for number of bins, determining how many you should be using, but I'm not going to go over all of that again. You can specify the bins yourself if you like, whether it should include the lower bound, otherwise it will include the upper bound. You can adjust the lowest lower bound and the highest upper bound, so it would actually include the minimum or maximum. What to do if all the frequency densities, because that's what mode for bin data should be looking at, are equal. If all bins have the same, should we then say that there is no mode or that all of them are the mode? The default is none, but if you want you can also specify that all of them are then the mode. Which value should it return? If you say none, then it will simply return the bin itself. Or bins if there's more than one. You can also use midpoint or quadratic, which is a bit of a trying to smooth the data a little bit and estimate which value within the bin is most likely then the mode. So simply take it for a spin. We use the scale field, and as you can see in this case the bin with the highest frequency density was 30, but under 36 there's also only one of them, and that had a frequency density of 39.5. As mentioned earlier, you can set your own bins. And then you get in this case 25 but under 30. These are then the lower bounds and these are the upper bounds. And in case you prefer to see the midpoint, so for example, then just say value equals midpoint, and then instead of showing the bins, it will actually show the midpoint. Alright, I hope this video was helpful and thank you for watching.